morning, folks. This is your old pal, Uncle Al. It is July 28th. Now, so far, a lot of you have been laughing at old Uncle Al. That's fine. They laughed at Noah. Have the little dog right there, babysitting. The Great Dane went home. That's why I haven't been filming. God, it's like I have a little horse in your house. And disposing the waste too. Okay, so far I got 451 right, 4 wrong. I'm going to try to do some David Lim Prepper Principle. Try to eat one of these. Okay. It has directions on how to use the pouch. Now, a lot of people, a lot of these ration channels never been in the military or in the field getting shot. All right, a lot of us who ate these rations under stress knows what we're doing. Okay, and that's going to be a separate video. It isn't pleasant. You eat a month's worth of MRE egg rations, and it's like, I'm going to kill the person. Okay? Uncle Al knows how to use one of these. Now, a lot of people ask me, why a machete? Every old school survivalist has either a hand axe or one of these. Okay? Depending on your location in the south, southwest, you have one of these. Okay? Don't care. Half the south is a swamp. In the desert, God, we have tumbleweeds. See an 8-foot tumbleweed on fire. That'll change your mind. I've seen a lot of weird things out there. I keep warning people, there are certain areas you should not go into the woods. Alright? Where I pick my location, I don't have the holes. You know, a lot of people like, what do you mean you have a lot of horrors, Uncle Al? Holes. Hole. Okay? Not whores. People are getting stupid. Understand this. Around the earth, okay, main topic, okay, we're going to talk about what's happening to the weather and why everybody gets it wrong. Okay? We have holes all over the planet. I keep telling this to people. You see UFOs, weird things, they have a hole. Okay? It's called a dimensional rift. Go see La Brea. Very good show. It ran for, I think, 2 seasons. Go check it out. Things come out of these holes. Okay? Art Bell covered it. The other guy covered it. I forgot his name. Sorry about that. I'm old, okay? Another thing is, I'm not Jaden. Jaden is a girl and a cartoon character. I'm a toothless old man. Don't get that confused, okay? Jaden doesn't use a walker. Jaden doesn't carry a machete. I wish he does. Okay, folks, now to the real things. I'll do another video on holes because a lot of college-educated people don't understand that. Fine, go to South Carolina. There's plenty of holes out there. Just keep going out there. Yeah, right out of Charleston, there's a big one. Just keep driving. Probably become a slave or get stuck in the Stone Age, which is underwater. Okay. We're going to talk about the weather and what's happening to the earth. Now, a lot of smart people, okay, thinks it's climate change, which is true. We have constantly climate change all throughout the year. What they get it wrong is using theories and bad mathematics. Okay? A lot, like Hubble's cat. You know, these weather scientists knows what they're talking about. Climate scientists. Like Greta Thunberg. No, she's an idiot. She didn't graduate from college or high school. She's been propagandized Oh, she has tutors. Yeah, do an academic test. Okay, and probably an IQ test. She's a little blonde Nazi, and she's old enough that I could say that. Okay? Now, a lot of people don't understand what's going on with the weather. I do it as a hobby. And right now, the East Coast, because of the atmospheric stream off the East Coast, a lot of people are like, what's the atmospheric extreme, Uncle Al? The heat, the heat, the heat. And I kind of look at them, old Uncle Al's kind of tired, and I have to repeat myself. If you go back from my old videos, I explain everything. Climate change is man-made. Yes and no. It's partially. Okay? You have natural cycles and you have man-made stuff. Okay, I'm going to explain this. The UN anonymously it's atmospheric disturbance by man-made, like fossil fuels and stuff like that, oil, gasoline, all that. No, they've written it wrong. This is what happens when you have lawyers with no scientific or mathematical understanding. Okay? Yes, there is some weather phenomena tied to emissions. Okay? No, because one of their papers were so wrong on CO2. We're supposed to be dead in 1999 from carbon dioxide. All right? And I'm looking at, I'm still alive, you're still alive. Go look outside. Do you feel dead? Okay. Well, it was a theory, Uncle Al, but you guys were trying to run it through the UN 5 or 6 times. Your math is bad. I gotta take a little coffee. If you go look at every climate scientist in the world, their basic math is wrong. Okay? It's like, God, these people are so stupid. And they don't comparison check with other scientists. The big group that's been arguing for climate change was the geophysics department, because they're trying to explain the rotation of the earth and a few other things, and that we get their blank stare. Okay? These guys know math. I mean serious math. They do calculus. You have the weather guys, well, it looks like raining out there, Uncle Al. No. Okay? This is the common truth. And then you have the UN and their legal team based on theories that we have climate change. Yes, we have climate change. No, it's not all by man pollution. It's other things that man creates that causes climate change. Okay? Other things that causes climate change. I keep telling this to people. Good example, Afghanistan, Kabul. Okay? They pumped out all their groundwater. What happens when they do that? Well, they get warm rains. They don't get snow. Afghanistan needs snow. Okay? They changed their climate. It isn't going to help. Some places are getting seawater in Afghanistan. All right? A lot of people don't understand. Once you pump out the water out of the ground, you change the climate. Good example here in California, Tule Lake. If I had my way, I would wipe out 6 or 7 towns and farms and whatever's out there. Military, I don't care. Scrap it all out and fill it up with water. Then California does not have climate problems. Okay, there's 3 other lakes are barely holding on. If I had my way, Southern California is going to be back where it was in the 1860s. Okay, a lot of people don't understand. Farming and urbanization has caused massive damage to the planet. This is going to be a long one, because I have to tell people who have no idea on basic mathematics, economics, geophysics, or the weather. Okay, this all involves climate change. Okay, a lot of people don't understand. So if we pump all the water out of the ground, what happens? Well, you're going to have a sudden change in the weather. Duh. Now we go back to the East Coast. There have two atmospheric rivers. We have one coming from the north, going down close to the 100th meridian. Okay, right now half of you are going, okay, like the meme. Have no idea what Uncle On's talking. That is moisture. Okay, I'm going to get a balloon later on in part 2. All right, you have an atmospheric river. Now, a lot of people don't understand, excuse me. I'm getting old, can't move that good. Got the balloons. Now you see it back there, we have the planet Earth. Now a lot of people can't see atmospheric rivers. Now this is Earth. Okay, Earth. Okay, you have one atmospheric river going north that is off the East Coast. You have another atmospheric river going south. That's on the 100th meridian from Canada all the way down. A lot of people don't understand what will happen if you do not stop doing what you're doing. Okay? You don't understand what you're doing. Big problem is, this is the Earth. Actually, the Earth looks like this. And when you pump out so much water, okay, it starts to tilt. Now add oil to it, it starts to tilt. Not massive, because we're only been doing this for the last 150 years, so it's not tilting that much. Maybe a little bit. You can hardly tell. Okay, back to the atmospheric rivers. Now a lot of people, I warned on the East Coast, yes, it's hot and sweaty and humid. You have all this moisture in the atmosphere. Now, if those two rivers collide, one cold, one hot, okay, that's what's going to happen. You're going to have instant ice age. Go watch the movie Day After Tomorrow with Dennis Quaid. All right? I'm going to